Hey everyone, and welcome to another GTA Online Tier 4 Challenge Guide for the career progress. Today we're finishing off the business section with the gunrunning Tier 4 challenges. And starting off for Tier 1, you will need to purchase and set up a bunker, complete a resupply mission, and complete a research project, all of which you can get done with the first set of supplies after setting up the bunker. For Tier 2, you need to deliver excess weapon parts and ammunition, complete a mobile operation, and complete a sell mission. Again, not too difficult there, although for the mobile operations missions, you will need more than one player to do those, especially as we get into the Tier 4 for the mobile operations missions. And the excess weapon parts is just the thing that Rockstar added in the Criminal Enterprise DLC, where every so often you can deliver weapon parts to ammunition, which is really easy. Sometimes it's a long drive, but it's not difficult at all. Moving into Tier 3, you will be required to complete all challenges for one weapon at the bunker shooting range, complete 25 resupply missions, and upgrade 5 weapons to Mark II variants. As far as Tier 3s go, this one is definitely on the easier side. Resupply missions aren't something you want to do long term with the bunker. Eventually, you're going to want to just buy supplies, but just doing 25 for this challenge specifically isn't too bad. And completing one bunker shooting range challenge isn't hardly a challenge at all, because you'll have to do it anyways for the Tier 4 challenge, which requires you to complete all level 3 challenges for each weapon at the bunker shooting range. And I know for those of you on console, this can be a bit challenging, but that's what I'm here for, to show you the best ways to do it. So first of all, if you're not playing in the performance mode graphics option, switch to that immediately. Having that 60 FPS is going to make your controls much more responsive to make the challenge a bit easier for you. Second thing is, I recommend a sensitivity that's a little on the faster side to make target swapping faster. And the third thing is, you want to have all your weapons upgraded to Mark II variants. The Mark II variants of the weapons typically have less recoil, and also the Heavy Sniper Mark II has an 8-round mag instead of the Heavy Sniper Mark I, which has a 6-round mag. Essentially, the way to earn these level 3 gun range challenges is you need to keep your multiplier while hitting shots to the head or center mass. Headshots are worth the most points, and center mass are worth the second most, and the zones are indicated by the red parts of the target. What helps is getting into a nice rhythm. For each gun challenge, the targets will go down in a certain number of shots. I would say the pistol challenge is one of the hardest ones because you have to target swap after every shot. So you have to quickly line up a headshot or center mass shot, fire, and repeat the process. It will likely take you a few tries in order to get the muscle memory down for your target snapping. Even my aim here isn't perfect. I overshoot the target a lot and have to recorrect my aim. You also kind of have to have an internal clock for each target. And what I mean by that is, don't focus on getting the perfect alignment on just one target for no more than like a second. 1 to 2 corrections per target and no more. The other tip I can give you is keeping your multiplier is better than missing your target altogether. If you drop your multiplier mid-challenge, you can pretty much kiss that level 3 goodbye for that round. Keeping your multiplier is one of the most important things to getting these done. For the SMG round, the targets will go down after 3 hits, but you can actually get points for 4 shots. So you can get into a rhythm of counting the bullet impact sound effects like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. With the automatic weapons, it's not as big of a detriment to drop your multiplier because you can build it up much faster than you can with a pistol. For the assault rifles, the targets will go down in 5 shots, so instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the clang sound effects. And for the carbine rifle, since it does have a bit faster rate of fire than the assault rifle does, you can actually get 6 shots in, so it's up to you whether or not you want to do 5 or 6 shots per target for that one. In the case of the assault rifles though, I actually set a new high score for each the AK and the carbine rifle, which is probably due to the 60 FPS because I initially beat these on the old gen at 30 FPS. The Combat MG I think is the easiest one. I set a high score on my first try for this one. Each target goes down in 10 shots, so every 10 shots you are going to be switching targets, and the count would be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's kind of at that speed. I know it sounds weird out loud, but trust me, counting in your head like this does help you prevent shooting too many shots at one target, ultimately missing, which will kill your multiplier. And finally, for the heavy sniper, for this one, you really can't afford to miss any shots. Your fire rate is far too slow, and you only have 8 shots in a mag, so missing will cost you heavily here because reloading takes also a few seconds. And you also need to be hitting the red points consistently, either the head or center mass. Whichever one is closer to your previous aim spot is the one I would go for. In other words, whichever point you have to move your reticle the least amount to get to. This one is kind of RNG based. Sometimes when you line up a shot, right before you shoot, another target will pop up right in front and you'll hit a lousy 5-point shot, which sucks. But ultimately, the heavy sniper round is about making every shot count. Overall, the gun range challenges aren't too difficult. They're definitely doable. Are they a walk in the park? No. They do require some effort, but they're definitely completable on console, especially with the 60 FPS now. I think there is a way to cheese them by getting a minigun in here somehow. However, I would rather just show you how to do it the legit way with none other than skill and precision. And so hopefully this helps some of you out there who have struggled with these gun range challenges in the past. However, we still have another challenge that can be quite tough for the tier 4, and that is completing all MOC missions on hard difficulty in under 10 minutes. And so for each of these, you're probably going to want the max number of players to get the job done as efficiently as possible, especially for the Dune FAV mission where having 4 players allows you to have 2 Dune FAVs focus firing the vehicles instead of just 1. But for most of the missions, we really didn't do anything differently. You kind of just have that voice in the back of your head telling you to hurry up because you know you're on the clock. The only one you do have to use a different strat for is the offshore assets mission. When the APC drops in, you cannot drive it on the water to get to the objective. It's way too slow and takes way too long. So you need to instead drive along the shoreline where the rocks are, making some dips in the water along the way if you need to. But other than that, you should be fine just doing the missions as usual with just a little bit of urgency. And ultimately having a group of friends to do this with also helps because then you have some competent teammates. Doing this with randoms probably isn't the best idea. And after that, all that's left are 2 time-consuming ones that you really can't do anything about except for just grinding away at them. Well, I guess for the research projects, you can pay to finish them outright, which will add up in cost after a while. So if you got a lot of money, that's also an option. But for earning 25 million from the bunker, yeah, that's the one you just gotta keep grinding the business on. Buy supplies, take advantage of event weeks where the bunker is doubled. I don't think 25 million is too bad of a goal though to reach here. It's certainly no 50 million from the OG heists. Anyways, that is going to do it for this tier 4 challenge guide. If you guys enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more GTA Online content. I also want to give a huge shout out to all my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.